What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I guess securing the Rumble bag might have been a good decision. I don't know. This is a wild story that could affect the YouTube landscape in a way that has never been before. In a new Wall Street Journal article claiming that YouTube ads, the ads that are seen on YouTube, have broken terms of service close to 80% of the time. 80%. That means that up to 80%, if true, which we're going to look at the story, 80% of the advertisers' dollars spent on this platform would have some form of rightful restitution. As somebody who runs, or not really so much anymore, but has ran a search marketing agency for more than 10 years, there have been times that I have gotten refunds on various platforms from both Bing and Google Ads. Although this would be catastrophic if true. Absolutely wild story. It's so hard to believe, but let's take a look at it. And of course, this video is sponsored by Meta PCs, just real quick. And Annie Bonanni, who's on my lap here, who probably will like to purr into the microphone. Is that you, Annie? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, link in the description for Meta PCs. I put together some options for people that are like good, better, best, insane. Like this is the actual computer that I use. But Meta PCs has long been my a strong partner of the channel. Promo code The Quartering to save. You can do custom builds. They're veteran owned. They don't bow to cancel culture. Everything about working with them has been great. So this article is shared by Nandini Jammy. This is someone whose entire career is built around ruining creators' lives by going after their ads. This says, holy stuff. Wall Street Journal reporting that roughly 80% of ads on YouTube servers across the web have violated their own terms of service and are therefore subject to refunds. This is a devastatingly huge deal. Google Ads is about to be out of billions of dollars. Google has never been weaker than it is right now. Their search ad business, their main source of income, has been tanking since ChatGPT. That's not true. They're also facing 2 antitrust lawsuits. That is true. Now it turns out that they've been caught in a multi-billion-dollar scam. So advertisers pay YouTube good money to run their ads on, before, or after a YouTube video on the YouTube platform. Sometimes YouTube runs these ads videos embedded on third-party websites like you see here. Like, first of all, anybody can embed. So I'm going to take probably the disingenuous representation that Nan Doodles does here and provide someone who's has actual marketing background. First of all, yes, anybody can embed a YouTube video. And when that video is embedded, then if there's a pre-roll, post-roll, mid-roll ad, it will play there too, just like it would on YouTube. These third-party websites and mobile apps are called Google Video Partners. They used to call it Display Network or Search Network or whatever, but yeah, Display Partners is the term for it. Google positions these sites as equivalent to YouTube ad experience, sound on, fully viewable, and skippable. For example, these are all valid placements as the Pop Sugar example above. Now, foremost, anybody who actually does marketing knows that Search Partners is not on par with regular Google search. It is garbage, and it takes a lot of funnel work and optimization to generally make the display or third-party networks profitable. But again, Nandini is not smart. So advertisers are paying for sound on, fully viewable, not obscured or covered, and skippable. You select that as an advertiser, but the first two is correct. Now, here's what they're getting 80% of the time. Muted, autoplay videos off to the side, and unskippable since at least 2020. Now, first of all, no advertiser is going to care if the ad is unskippable. You're just getting an ad read. Generally, you're not getting much of a discount back if they choose to skip your ad. Now, Google Ads appears to be doubling down the very big lie that the overwhelming majority of ads are served on YouTube, but Analytics HQ, yes, a company with 300 followers, finds that 1 out of every 2 ads are not running on YouTube. In my experience as an actual advertiser, that's not correct. It's a simple checkbox that you'd say I want to be on third-party websites or I don't. But let's go on. So they write, for every brand in Adlytics example or sample, more than half of the budget they spent on the bundles went to non-YouTube properties, the research found. A Google spokesman said that the overwhelming majority of the video ads it sells are served on YouTube, not third-party sites. That's probably not true. The display network is vastly bigger than Google or YouTube itself. Advertisers can clearly see their ads might run on third-party sites and how much is spent there, and can easily opt out. That is correct. Any idiot advertiser knows to opt out of that, and also opt out of mobile games unless you're advertising another mobile game. That does not change the terms of service, though. Which brings us to the question is, where are these ads actually running? Disinformation outlets, pirated content, other kinds of garbage, a far cry from the high-quality, carefully vetted sites that must meet Google's inventory quality standards. Now, here is where, you have the standards in chapter and verse, that Google says you have to have. Google Video Partners are high-quality publisher websites and mobile apps where you can show your... By the way, never run your ads in mobile apps unless it's another mobile app. Anyway, video partner publishers are carefully vetted and must meet Google's inventory quality standards. Video partner publishers also need to allow for policies applicable to their own ad management. In certain types of content can't be monetized for ads. Applies to both YouTube and Google partners. Sure. Ad placement appears on low-quality sites that traffic in misinformation or clickbait content. Of course, there's ads and clickbait content, as well as those ads appear to be published on pirated content. That's a big no-no, contrary to the promises of the Google Video Partner Program. Now, any marketer worth a penny, would know how to filter these out. It's the first thing you do on any new campaign. That's why I use separate conversion URLs and maybe different phone numbers to track. You see where your conversions are coming from. And quite frankly, some low quality sites can still provide valuable conversions. It really depends what your product is. If you're selling information products, you're selling funnels, and you're building an email list or something like that, it's possible you may not care. You're just trying to collect as many emails as possible. But of course, Dan Bongino, now I want to remind the person, this is an Antifa-loving activist, Nandini Jammy, argued for milder punishments for convicted offenders of terrible crimes. So we know who Nandini is, but let's look at the actual Wall Street Journal article. Google violated its standards and ad deals, research finds. About 80% of Google's video ad placements on third-party sites violated promised standards. New research shows Google disputes those claims. Well, what's interesting about this is, if that's true, first of all, if I'm an advertiser and I can get a refund at any moment, I'm going to try to. Google violated its promised standards when placing video ads on other websites, according to new research. Google's YouTube ad runs on its own site and app, but the company also brokers the placement of video ads on other sites. What this is going to lead to is another adpocalypse, probably. That's what's going to lead to. If the left runs with this, it's awfully coincidental timing that the left is, YouTube's starting to loosen some of their restrictions. Google violates these standards 80% of the time, according to research from Adlytics, a firm that helps brands analyze where their ads appear online. That's probably another bully organization, so they can say, "Oh, misinformation, take this website down." The firm accused the company of placing ads on small, muted, automatically played videos off to the side of page's main content. Now, that would be a major violation of the individual placing those ads. So when you put AdSense on your web page or whatever, you want to run an ad or something like that. If you're doing shenanigans like that, Google generally finds out and bans you. But also on sites that don't meet Google standards for monetization. Analytics compiled its data by observing campaigns from more than 1,100 brands that got billions of ad impressions for 3 years. The firm shared its findings with the Wall Street Journal. In a statement, Google said the report makes many claims that are inaccurate and does not reflect how we keep advertisers safe. The company said it has strict policies for the program that serves video ads on third-party sites. So when it's a third-party site, it's a video. It may autoplay, it may not autoplay, but it's not on YouTube.com or inside the YouTube app. Any other place you might see an embedded YouTube video or an ad displays, that's a third-party website. As part of our brand safety efforts, we regularly remove ads from partner sites that violate our policies. That is true. I can confirm that. And we take appropriate actions once the full report is shared with us. Now, you can easily run reports, by the way. You can run what's called a placement report inside of AdWords. And if you're not a moron, you're doing this. And you're seeing exactly where your impressions are based on what website is, how many those impressions led to clicks, how many of those clicks led to conversions. And then what happens is you find out, okay, I spent $200 on this website. My target cost per acquisition is $10. Okay, let's, omit this listing. And eventually over time, you figure out, hey, it was on 30,000 sites. Now it runs on 400 that are profitable. That's how, you actually get good at this game. Again, source, I have a master's degree in marketing. I've been doing search marketing my almost entire professional career. There's a reason that a very average YouTuber like myself has a successful coffee company that's about to cross 50,000 customers. There's a reason that a very average YouTuber such as myself has 1.5 million subscribers. It's because I understand search. Anyway, so some ad buyers who have reviewed the research said they want their money back. This is an unacceptable breach of trust by YouTube, said Joshua, I'm not even going to say that last name. It's a global chief at Worldwide. Google must fix this and fully refund clients for any fraud in impressions that fail to meet Google's own policies. The journal independently observed invalid ad placements such as those the research identified, but could not confirm the extent of the phenomenon. Digital ad buyers and engineers vouched for the research findings. To complete the research, Analytics worked with ad agencies to analyze their clients' ad placement reports. The firm also analyzed data collected by companies that archive the web to find instances of where ads ran on sites that didn't meet Google Video's partner requirements. This is very bad. Let me tell you why this is very bad for YouTube. There's going to be lots of big brands that spend a lot of money on this and see this and just pull ads. Because that's what they do. Remember the adpocalypse? Oh my God, one super rich fake commie kid whine and complain. Oh, ads off YouTube. Oh, and a YouTube a Google ad ran on a website that was, it was running on 100,000 websites, but 3 of them had misinformation on them. Better turn it all off. Among major brands whose Google's videos apply. This is an attack to get people to pull money out of YouTube. That's what this is. Among major brands whose Google video ad placements weren't in line with the promised standards are Johnson & Johnson, American Express, Samsung, Sephora, Macy's, Disney Plus, and the Wall Street Journal, according to Analytics. This is going to be very bad. I would strongly suspect there will be a drop in upcoming ad revenue, available ads. I just, at least 23% of the $88 billion spent annually by marketers on automated digital ad buying on the web is wasted, according to the Association of National Advertisers. Well, yeah, but that's their fault. This is very bad for YouTube, very bad for creators, and we'll keep an eye on this and how the left picks up on this, because they're going to. In the meantime, wherever you're watching, I'm happy to have you. I'm happy that you're there. But I am starting a daily show over on Rumble that will have guests and all sorts of stuff like that. It starts Monday, so if you haven't followed me over on Rumble, please do. It'll be at noon Central. I've been playing with the time a little bit, but it's noon Central now, noon to 2 every day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.